Welcome to a new video from the Parts channel. Well, I wanted to explain in a simple way how to find out if the vehicle has a cylinder head gasket or cylinder head problem. Well, the first thing we do with the vehicle started is to see if an excess comes out of white smoke from the exhaust pipe. That would be the first check. If we see that it comes out in excess because we already know that it is evaporating water, so there we would already have a problem. Sometimes when the cylinder head starts to deform due to overheating, or the cylinder head has a crack and it is small, because sometimes you do not perceive it in principle, but notice that all that pressure would burn some of the water. Well, that it would evaporate it. It would also not only do it through the exhaust, part of that steam would return to the water circuit, which is a circuit that is pressurized, and one of the ways is to check this hose. Well, this is from a BMW 530d, but all vehicles have radiators. Water radiator, which goes here and has a thick hose on the upper part of the radiator, which joins it with a good engine, as this hose should be able to be tightened by hand, bent a little. The problem is that if it has excess pressure, precisely because of that, because it is transmitting all that heat from the engine to the water, directly, the water would start to boil, because good water up to 90 degrees holds well, but then it would start to boil. We already know the bonds of the hydrogen molecules. Blah blah, blah. Well, here it is. What interests us to see is that it boils. Notice that you put, for example, in a pot you put water, put it to boil, and when it begins to approach 100 degrees it begins to increase the volume, because here it would be exactly the same. It would increase the volume and this would get very hard. Apart from that, it would be very hot, it could not even be tightened. And that could cause the hoses to burst, or the tank. The coolant tank or expansion vessel could also cause this, or that would be how I say to detect if the vehicle has a cylinder head gasket or cylinder head problem. If they have a cylinder head problem, the cylinder head with heating deforms, then the gasket does not seal. So let's say that out there, I would go water to the cylinders, to some of the cylinders, not all. It depends on where the problem is, and on that same cylinder, all that heat, all that produced in the combustion chamber, all that heat would go directly to the water and it would reach its entire circuit through the water. Well, I hope the explanation has served you, and if so, do not forget to subscribe and give it a like.